Hello. Welcome. It is New Game Wednesday. We're back. We're checking out a new game. That's what we do on Wednesdays, apparently. We also start late. That's a different thing. So that's that's also something that happens on Wednesdays. Crucially, we're here trying a new game. This is Crying Suns. Petey, what is this game? Why are we playing it? Listen, Crying Suns is a roguelike, something tactical. I don't know very much about it. It's published by Humble Publishing. We play a buttload of their games because they keep giving them to me. So that's why we're playing this one. What do I know about this game? I know that if you go to the options when you first load it up, there's a button here that says opt out of data collection. Opt out of data collection. If you can, that's there. They don't tell you about it otherwise. I only saw it because I was setting up the resolution and stuff. The other thing I know is nothing. So let's get into it. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Okay, there is a cool tentacle robot. He reminds me of the Sentinels in the Matrix. An awful lot. Oh, look! Oh my god, so I just watched the movie Life Force the other day, and this is very Life Forcey. What's happening right here with the crystal coffin? Oh, where am I? A dwarf planet on the outer rim. Most call it Gehenna, if they call it anything at all. Okay. This, Admiral, is a top-secret cloning facility for the Imperial forces. The one and only of its kind. I am Caliban, its Omni Guardian. So Caliban, we got a quick, The Tempest reference right off the bat. I don't understand. You have died, Admiral. Oh, or to put it another way, the true version of you has died. Oh, so look, there's another one back there. Yeah, you are a clone, identical to the original Ellis, Idaho in every possible way, with some minor differences. We gave you really small hands this time, just to see what that would change. We were just curious. We just thought it would be a bit of a laugh, so we gave you very small hands this time. You know, if we figure it'll have pros and cons. You'll be able to jam them in small little crevices and stuff, but maybe you won't be able to hold as many limes. When did Admiral Idaho die? How? Potato accident. Unfortunately, I do not know the details of my clones' lives, as interesting as they must be. Extraneous to my directives, I believe. This robot has a lot of is very self-conscious. It has a lot of insight into its own self. Which leads me to why I've awoken you. You must be curious after all. I, ... need your help. A machine asking for my help? Now I truly feel strange. Now I've seen everything. Not just a machine, Admiral. An Omni. Short for stop. Don't make an acronym where the first word is the acronym. Don't do this, but they did it. It's fine. They're robots, but they can make mistakes. Short for Omni-Mechanical, Neo, and Intelligence. What? Emperor Oberon, also a Shakespeare reference, invented us. Midsummer Night's Dream, though. Now your kind relies on us for just about everything. I'll come right out with it. I believe the Empire is in Dongare. In Dongare? What in the name of Oberon are you talking about? Once every 4 years, under the most secretive of protocols, I receive a single transmission from Elysium, our capital. Those transmissions stopped arriving. Uh-oh, something bad happened. Man, is there ever a place called Elysium that nothing bad happens to? I feel like if you name your city Elysium, it can only be ironic, right? It can, like, every time something is called Elysium, it either gets exploded, or really it's not as good as it seems, because the rich people are all vampires, or some kind of nonsense like that. So, you send a transmission yourself. I don't see the problem. That's just it. I can't. This facility was built in such a way to prevent it from initializing contact with the Empire, to help keep it a secret. It's like the cell phone in Saw that can receive calls but can't make calls. That's an important plot point in the first Saw movie. There's this very special cell phone Something is wrong, I am certain of it. And I've awoken you so that we can fly out of here in an Omega-class battleship, no less, and see for ourselves. Omega is either the best or the worst. We'll say it's probably the best. I believe you'll find my intelligence indispensable for our mission, Admiral. I don't have your kind's limitations. Wow. If you're so smart, what do you need me for? Why don't you command the battleship? Because the crevice where the controls are is very small, and we need someone with tiny hands to reach inside. Also, since I can assume the clones here are the best of the best, that would make you the best Imperial Admiral to ever exist. I'd say you're perfect for the job. Oh, so it's because we're like a great tactician. Let's hope that I can live up to his reputation. I'll do it, Machine. For Oberon and the Empire, it's my duty as an Imperial Admiral. Excellent. Now just one more thing. Standard operating procedure requires I ask. Can you recall any of your emotional memories? Can he? Emotional memories? Any memory linked to a strong emotion like love or hate. These memories, because of their complex neural... This is way longer than I thought the introduction was going to be, I gotta be honest. Because of their complex neural pathways will be a bit trickier for you to access, I'm afraid. I'm not sure. Then if you would do me the honor of trying to recall one, any emotional memory will do. Okay, he's thinking back to his birthday party. When he was a kid, he was really into Star Trek, so the cake is shaped like a Star Trek badge, but what the dog is eating the cake, he's crying, it's sad, he hates that dog. Does he remember it? I can't, so much is blurred, broken apart, he doesn't remember, the dog got away with it. Don't worry, Admiral, how much text is this? Perfectly normal for this stage. You'll find, I'm enjoying it though, you'll find rational memories on the other hand, those linked to Idaho's training and combat experience, almost immediately accessible. Just ask if you need a refresher. I will certainly, I don't know, is this the game? Lastly, and this is important, if these emotional memories return, rather, when they return, you must tell me immediately, Suspicious. It's important for your safety. Yes, your safety. Do you understand? I understand nothing! Perfect. Now let's wake up the rest of the crew, shall we? We don't have a moment to waste. And please, Admiral. What is it now, Machine? Call me Caliban. Okay, so Caliban is a very person-y robot. He's also obviously up. I mean, oh my god. What am I looking at? Oh my god. Oh, what? Okay, I closed my eyes. I was overwhelmed. I was so overwhelmed by UI, I closed my eyes. Let's take a look. Okay, we're gonna. Is there a tutorial? Is there? Okay, let's take this one thing at a time. Select battleship class. We only have one choice. That's easy. We're gonna select the Excelsior class. Fantastic. Upgrade levels? Okay, let's, again, just start from the beginning. It looks like I have no ability to click on any of these things. This is doing nothing, which is good. We don't know. We get starting units. So, some drones, some fighters. This one is orange. It's patched for some reason. Okay, this is just telling us what our loadout is. I get it. So if I click... So these aren't, I don't think, customizable. Right? This is just telling us how we play? I don't know. Okay, this is a bunch of information. They hopefully will explain this to us. I guess. Choose your officers. Fine. Oh my god. Okay, this is one of these games. Here we are at the cloning facility. We can get Yuri Xenakis, James Verne, Gunhu Hamilton, or Chewan Segal. Let's see. Reach the second sector to change the officer clone batch. We have 2 officers left to select. We have no clue. Okay, so let's pick ones that we like. Thrusters boost, squadron speed plus 25%. Proximity repair, apply regen to all allied squadrons in your deploy zone for 10 seconds. Restore 2 health per second. Remove all time negative effects when applied. So this is like an ability, I guess, yeah, that I use. Oh, I get it. So these are like maybe on cooldowns. Or we could be famous, and then you get to sell. Ooh, don't like selling people. Hull repair. Okay, let's do this. Let's just take the first 2. Right? How bad could they be? A soldier and a scientist. Here's some more. The icons represent the battleship's main systems. An officer needs to be assigned to a system compatible with their special ability to use it. Okay, in case of critical damages in a battleship system, all officers in the system will repair it with no compatibility issues. Okay, so anybody can fix something, but only... Okay, and these guys don't have any overlap, so I guess that's good. Fine, we're starting. We're gonna... If we made a bad choice, we're just gonna eat it for now. We're just gonna eat it. We're just gonna chow down. Here are our boys. These are the sectors of the Outer Rim, Admiral, the farthest sectors from the capital. I don't know why they didn't explain any of that to us, but that's fine. I'm sure we'll figure it out through trial and error. That there are. If there was ever a wasteland in the Empire, this would be it. Empire. Strange, I'm not picking up any other Omnis. Even out here, I should be picking up dozens of them. Let's try not to overreact, machine. It's probably nothing. They're gonna fall in love, you can tell. It's probably nothing. The Empire has run flawlessly for how many years now? 6? 7? 700. Oh my. And it will do so for hundreds more. Now, come on. Let's take a look around. They're looking around. Oh my god. Okay. So, here we are at the entrance. I guess we go to the Tau Zoharin system. As you can see, let's break it down. There's a ground signal. One anomaly. Star. Let's just go. Let's just go. How they'll teach us. I'm sure when we're making an important decision, they'll teach us. Here we are at a cube. What do we have here, Lieutenant? It appears to be some kind of cube-like refinery, sir. Oh, it's the one from Remember Me. It's a Neo-N hypercube, Omnitech for the simultaneous harvesting and refining of neutrinium from nearby stars. Interesting, if not downright bizarre. This cube isn't connected to the FoldNet. Do we think the FoldNet is a transportation network? I bet that it is. I bet it's folding space-time. How could that be? And why aren't there hypercube Omnis trying to reconnect it as we speak? Let's ask Caliban for explanations. My memory is still blurry. Certain things are still blurry to me, machine. What do you want to know, Admiral? What is Neon-N? Hundreds of years ago... Oh my god. It's weird. They're dumping a lot of information on us that we don't need to know, and withholding a lot of information that we really desperately need to know. So we're like making choice. It's like, pick two officers. I don't know who these people... I don't know anything about anything. I have no context for what I'm picking. But then I'm like, hey, what's Neo-N? Hundreds of years ago. Let's go back hundreds of years so I can fill you in on the blah, blah, blah. Okay, neutrinium is extremely volatile in its natural state, but these advanced machines stabilized and improved upon it, providing the most powerful and longest-lasting energy source yet. Neo-neutrinium, or Neo-N. Got it. Neo-N in turn allowed these first machines... We don't need to know this right now. To create an even more advanced... I thought he was going to tell us how to play the game. I honestly thought that. I really didn't think that this was what we were going to get. An acronym for Omni, blah, 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 blah. But I thought you told me Oberon invented the Omnis. I did, you're absolutely right, but technically it's not entirely true. Oberon invented the first advanced machines, which in turn, thanks in part to their creation of Neo-N, invented the Omnis. Neo-N in its refined state is the perfect energy source, stable and almost boundless in its energy yield. As a result, it's used in just about all Omni-Tech, as humans stopped inventing tech hundreds of years ago. Okay, so we got robots inventing all the tech now. Look this, why is there this dense lore? Okay, lastly, what's important about Neo-N is that our very own battleship, the NS Odysseus, uses it, and without it, we can't go anywhere. This is what they're telling me. Do you know what this means? The piece of salient information in those paragraphs and paragraphs of text is that Neo-N is fuel. That's what the fuel for our spaceship. What we could say, tell us about Neo-N. Neo-N is fuel for our spaceship. Period. Could have been done. But we're going back hundreds of years. Come on, let's learn about the FoldNet. let me immediately walk right back into another one of those. Tell me more about the FoldNet. As you probably recall by now, Admiral, the Omnis have invented and managed Imperial tech more or less since the dawn of the Empire. The FoldNet, arguably our greatest achievement, forms the backbone of the Empire. Think of it as a global galactic, galactic network, allowing instant data and/or matter transmissions through its numerous interconnected folders and beacons. And without the constant vigilance and management of the FoldNet Omnis, none of it would be possible, and humanity would live in a fragmented, chaotic darkness, just like we do now. That checks out. Needless to say, it's important. What do you want to know? Oh my god, tell me about... Oh man, I have to know. I have to know about the folders. I don't want to hear about the folders, but I have to know about the folders. Tell me about the folders, Caliban. The folders. Let me see if I can explain this to you in a way that you could possibly understand. A folder is like a long piece of paper that is folded in half to contain smaller, unfolded pieces of paper. In the early days of the Empire, at a speed of 100 times, not necessary to know, that's very fast. It was fast, don't get me wrong, but traveling from cluster to cluster could still take decades. To assist Empire, this is a lot like the Lost Fleet series of books is like this. We're gonna do a quick little aside, where you know, for decades and decades and maybe hundreds of years, there are very fast spaceships, but then they invent a network like this that lets you like jump from place to place. And so as they're going through, they basically end up in a situation where they have to fly through the old-fashioned way. And they pass all these systems, all these planets that are now like basically flyover planets. You know, there used to be stuff there because people needed to stop and get fuel and food and whatever on their long-ass journey. But now they just use the supernet, whatever, flying very fast from point to point. And there's no need for these planets anymore. They're like ghost towns. Anyway... The Omnis invented a means to travel from 2 points in space instantaneously, just like Event Horizon. The folders. Yes, each folder several kilometers across is linked or paired with another folder through a process of... This is going to be really difficult to explain to a non-quantum computing entity. Essentially, all you need to know is that these paired folders collapse, or... we knew this. This is Event Horizon. If you remember the part of Event Horizon where he folds the magazine or the poster or whatever and pokes the pencil through it, it's this part. Without the folders, Oberon could never have grown his empire nor kept it together for 700 years that he has. So Oberon's old as butts. Each folder is run by an Omni. These Omnis were cleverly known as Folder Omnis. I actually like this naming convention a lot. Without them, the folder simply cannot work. Lastly, in order to reach Elysium, the Empire's capital on our journey, we'll have to use several folders. But why can't we just teleport to Elysium directly? Because the folders are blah blah blah. We are deep in the Outer Rim. The few folders paired with Elysium will be found only in very important hubs. We'll need to reach those first. What do you want to know? Do we want to know? Oh my god. There's more! There's more! Every time we click one, there's more! Tell me about the beacons. Tell me about the beacons, Caliban. When do I get... If I listen to you about the beacons, will you tell me how to play the game? What can you tell me about the FoldNet beacons? I'm doing this to myself, is the worst part. We could just skip this. But I gotta know. The beacons, which we'll most likely encounter on our journey, function as repeaters, amplifying all FoldNet data transmission throughout the clusters. Beacons allow all Empire citizens, even if they live out here on the Outer Rim and are too many... Look at this sentence. We're going to edit this sentence in just a second. This is rhythmically torturous. Even if they live here in the Outer Rim and are, for all intents and purposes, socially and culturally irrelevant, to receive and send information in the galaxy instantly. Wait. Okay, so look at all these words that we don't need. Sorry, we're just taking a quick break. Beacons allow... I'm taking a quick break from not playing the game, from just reading this. So, what's actually... For all intents and purposes, we don't need it. Right? Beacons allow all Empire citizens, even if they live out here on the Outer Rim, to receive and send information in the galaxy instantly. I think that tells us everything that we need to know. If we want to include the fact that they're socially and culturally irrelevant because Caliban is a D-bag and hates flyover states, then we could work that in. Beacons allow all Empire citizens, even if they live out here on the Outer Rim and are socially and culturally irrelevant. It could be one clause, but we've split it up into a million little pieces. Caliban, your syntax is labored. Oberon believes that everyone has the right to instantaneous information and materials in his sectors. Quite debatable if you ask me. Why are you such a big city elitist, Caliban? What do you want to know, Admiral? Yeah, tell me about the interstice. Man, this is the second game we've played with a goddamn interstice in it. The interstice? The interstice is another Omni-invented tech, one of the first great inventions and one developed long before the folders. With their interstitial tech, the Omnis created an empty space dimension between the ones you know, what we call a tunnel, where the universal light speed behaves, let's say, differently. So that's how they were able to go 100 times the speed of light. In an interstitial tunnel, it's possible to reach up to 100 times the speed of light, a speed that allowed your kind to colonize their nearest stars. However, interstitial travel still has its limitations, like not being able to go very fast. For example, at this speed, yep, literally, it would take you 750 years to travel blah blah blah. It's slow, it's too slow. However, the interstice is sufficient when traveling intra-cluster, and within that cluster sectors. What do you want to know, Admiral? We learned it all. I don't have any more questions, Caliban. What kind of game is this? What? That's enough for now, machine. What do you want to know about the Hypercube, Admiral? Send a small team to investigate the cube. Captain Lynch, form a small squadron, fly around the cube and tell me what you see. On it, sir. There he is. Hey, looks great. Sir, the Omni was right. The cube isn't connected to the FoldNet, and by the looks of it, hasn't been connected in years. Why does he... Just a guess here, but I'd say it looks like it's been disconnected for maybe 10, 15 years? 10 or 15 years? At least, sir, could the Empire have... Look at this. This is a repeating problem with this writing. We don't need all these little asides and commas and interjections and, you know, you could put an M dash or something in here. We don't... Could the Empire have disconnected it on purpose? Perfectly good sentence. We don't need him to not know. It doesn't matter. I don't think so, Admiral. It's not a cube. I'm not a cube Omni myself, but cubes are complex tech needing constant supervision. Disconnecting it would make that all but impossible. And the Neo-N levels? Empty, sir. There's no Neo-N here whatsoever. Looks like whoever came before us took all of it. We won't be fueling here. Alright, so there's no gas in the cube. There's no gas in the cube. The reserves might be empty, but there could still be some residual Neo-N. Of course, could you imagine if we get into the game and it's terrible? Neo-N coursing through the cube, I should be able to unlock this final restraint so that we can scavenge the leftovers. It won't be much, but it will help our efforts. Okay, do it, Caliban. Oh, he did it. There, we should be able to scavenge Neo-N fuel here now, but that'll be the last of it in this cube. Am I playing the game? All suns have a Neo-N cube where they have a chance to scavenge some precious leftover fuel. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm playing the game now? Here's the map. Crucially. I guess we'll scavenge Neo-N. Why? Okay. We fueled one. Oh, but we don't have enough, I guess, for a jump? Maybe? I don't know what to do. Game, you didn't tell me what to do. I don't know how to play. You never taught me. You told me everything else. You told me so many other things I almost couldn't believe it. But you did not teach me how to play. Let's go here. Oh. Sir, battleship, 12 o'clock. It looks really cool. I love that battleship design that looks like a city, kind of. What kind of a battleship, Lieutenant? Couldn't say, sir. I've never seen a ship like this in all my service. Incoming transmission. Okay, do we think it's an alien or a robot? It is... I'm going to say this is an alien. An Imperial battleship made from Telos tech. My mouth is watering. This is Admiral Idaho of the Imperial Fleet. Stand down, Captain. This is an Imperial sector you find yourself in. Imperial sector? That's funny. Imp? Oh, maybe imp is a slur because we're Imperials. The battle is imminent. Good luck. Okay. Oh my god, things are happening. Oh my god, they're gonna teach me. Thank god. You can deploy your officers during fights. Some officers have special abilities that can boost specific systems. All officers can also repair critical effects sustained by any system. There are 3 systems: squadron, weapon, and hull, so be careful where you deploy your officers. Okay. Squadrons are essential to protect your battleship and destroy the enemy. To deploy your squadrons, click on the plus sign on an empty dock. For now, your second dock will be locked until you have learned the basics. Okay, so we'll just have one dock. Use your weapons to gain a decisive advantage on the battlefield. Weapons can be deployed by clicking the plus sign on an empty dock. Your neurocom can also accelerate your thoughts to a point where time appears totally still. Press space to pause. Okay, so we're paused now. Do we want to put a dude... on, oh my god, the game's going. I accidentally pressed space. Do we want to put a dude here? So what if I do... Oh my god. Can I... click an empty dock? This is a nightmare. This is honestly a little bit of a nightmare right now. I'm hopeful we'll get the hang of it. But like looking at what we're doing right now, I have no clue what we're doing right now. Squadrons plus a fighter. We'll put him right there. And that's it. We'll put let's put Yuri on our squadrons, and we'll put James on our weapons. And then, now we have a spaceship. Our units are under attack. Whoa. Go over there. Can I do a weapon? Let's wait until he has dudes, and then we'll try to do the weapon. What do you guys do? Do you fight? Do you shoot? We're shooting him. I think we're gonna win. I am baffled. I don't know what we just did. Good job, Admiral. Thanks. I really feel like I nailed it. What did we do? Here's a summary of the battle. So we sent our dudes over. Okay. What was that thing? Oh my god, look how beautiful. This game I feel baffled by. I feel like maybe this is one where we gotta consult a wiki or a guide or something before we get into it. Because even when they're telling me how to play the game, they're not telling me enough about how to play the game. I don't know, Lieutenant, and I'm not sure I want to either. Well, I blew up a spaceship. Let's take a look at that local system map. Shall we, is there anything else to do here? Just fight that man. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. Here we are. This is cool too. An Imperial outpost, sir. It seems abandoned. Any heat signatures? We almost played Heat Signature today. We'll play that game sometime. It's a good one. Not a single one. It's not really a new game, but we've never played it on stream before. I've played it a fair bit. It seems empty of all human life. What about an omnipresence? They should be here managing the station, no? They should. And no, I'm not detecting any. This is getting stranger and stranger. Let's ask him about the Imperial outpost. What can you tell me about this outpost? Seems to be just your run-of-the-mill Imperial outpost, Admiral. There are outposts in all Imperial sectors. With the capital, Elysium, so far away, they help keep the peace and maintain order. You must show your military might so that you don't have to use it. Oh, okay. I believe is the thinking. But there's definitely no military might here. Except for me, I got more military might in my little finger Caliban than this whole Imperial outpost has got in its abandoned-ass corporate shell. What do you want to do about this outpost, Admiral? Let's send a team of commandos to take a closer look. What could go wrong? Captain Lean, form a small team and check it out. You got it, sir. Sir, the outpost is empty. Seems it was abandoned years ago. If I had to guess, probably around the time the hypercube back there was disconnected from the fold net. Well, I could have told you that, Captain Lean. Looks like someone came here, took the most valuable Omni parts, Neo N encapsulators, positronic kit, blah 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 blah, potato chips, and left the rest behind. Scavenging Omni parts? Who would do such a thing? That's a capital offense. One the Pragma execute you for. We are inferring that this is the judicial system, are the Pragma. Hold on, sir. I'm getting a transmission. My commandos have found something. An Omni, intact from top to bottom. Is it functional? That's a negative, sir. It was in a lower level. Guess whoever was here before us didn't go down that far. Might have needed high clearance to get in. Admiral, I can examine it from here if the captain plugs the data pad into the exosoc. Sure thing, Omni. Beep, boop, 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 beep. Okay, accessing the Omni's mainframe. And... strange. Its exoframe is perfectly intact. It has plenty of Neo-N, and its positronic chip seems to be in place. It should be up and running. I don't get it. It's almost as if somebody took its robot ghost. Any idea when it shut down? According to its chip, 20 years ago. Wow, so we're firing Captain Lean because he got that off by like a factor of 2. Captain Lean, you're done here. I accidentally clicked and it skipped all of them. It skipped multiple messages. That's good. Let's... oh my god, do we dare to... let's try to make contact. Lieutenant, see if you can make contact with someone, human or not, inside. Of course, Admiral. Sorry, sir, if there's anyone inside, they're not answering. What do you want to do about this outpost, Admiral? Tell me a little bit more about it. Can you reactivate the Omni? Unfortunately, no. Only Omni owners can do that. Besides, this Omni isn't just in sleep mode. It's been shut down. What do you want to know? What's the positronic chip, and can I have one? Another Omni invention, I'm guessing. Actually, no. Your kind invented this, as incredible as that is. Specifically, Emperor Oberon, the positronic chip... oh, Emperor Oberon, period. The positronic chip serves several purposes. 1, it contains the Rubicon, and 2, it dictates Omni functionality. My functions are specific to Gehenna, and as such are different from the functions of other Omnis, whether they be Imperial... yeah, lots of Omnis. So we're being... why is this dude waking up clones 10 to 20 years after some kind of shit went down? Yeah, I don't care about these chips. Okay, the chip makes the Omni work. We don't need to know about the rest of this. I know enough for now, Machine. It could be a good time to take a break, I agree. What do you want to do about the outpost? I guess nothing. I guess we're carrying on. Okay, Machine, I'll admit it. Something is wrong, at least in the Outer Rim. I don't want to further worry you, but our battleship's heuristics are detecting an anomaly at our next destination. So we're done here at Ashamanine. So let's go. Anomaly signals are the riskiest events you'll encounter, offering very positive or very negative outcomes. You won't know which type of event it is until arriving at the signal source. Alright, let's roll the dice. I mean, not like I got a lot of choices here, so let's do it. Oh no, it's another ship. It's one of those creatures again, sir. Maybe this one will be friendly? Lol. Nice ship you got there. I'm going to enjoy scrapping it over your dead bodies. Doesn't seem very nice, I'll be honest. Cross? That's no way to say hello. You're going down, whatever you are. Alright, let's fight this man. The battle is imminent. Before we get started, how do we feel about each basic squadron type? My god. Oh, this is going to be rock, paper, scissors. Is best suited to fight against a particular squadron, providing it with a massive damage bonus if you're properly matched. Be sure to find out a unit's strengths and weaknesses before deploying it. So, if we can get him to deploy first, like a nerd... oh, but it's going to take us a while to counter whatever he does. And I only have one dock. But even so, okay, he's put out a fighter, and we put out a fighter as well. So it has massive damage bonus versus drones. I didn't realize that this was gonna come out no matter what here. Let's shoot our weapon at his idiot spaceship. Can I do that? Is this allowed? Is it permitted? May I... oh, it's charging. Let's send our boys to intercept. Actually, hang back. Can I do this now? Is still charging. Okay, it's gonna be a while, so let's just do this. We got more health than they do. I feel like we can own these dudes. That's sort of weird and interesting. So we just gotta rock, paper, and scissors these guys up as fast as we can. The weapon takes too long to load to be used, so what I was planning to do was wait for whatever they put out first. Hit it with the weapon if it gets close. Your weapon is finished charging and is ready to fire. Click on it and choose a target on the battlefield to deal damage to your enemies. Okay. Can I do it here? I can, and it super works. Good job, Admiral. Here's a summary of the battle. You got a fighter. Okay, I'm interested. We haven't really seen very much of this yet, but I'm interested. Though we had yet another brush with death, at least our scanner detected the anomaly this time. Tell me more about these anomalies, machine. Anomalies are destinations with a higher than normal probability of being very negative or very positive. Unfortunately, we won't know what kind of outcome to expect until we arrive at the source's signal. You could say investigating anomaly signals is a bit of a gamble. Good to know. Come on, there's got to be someone around here who can tell us what's going on. Okay. And we're done. We don't have another dock. I could put one of our mans on the hull, but I don't know to what end. Oh, applies to hull. Oh, so he shouldn't be on weapons, because your ability doesn't apply to weapons. So go beyond, get off of weapons, soldier. Go beyond the hull. And your applies to fighters, so that's perfect. So now we've got the guys in the right place. So he was in the wrong place, I think. Can I learn more about him? We have 2 Neo N fuel, 109 scrap, 12 commandos. Okay, interesting. So commandos are also a currency here. Alright, we're figuring it out. What's the deal here? Squadron's repair time will in hangar by 50%. Okay, local system map. Let's go to the last place. I'm interested. I just don't get what we're doing yet. There would appear to be a small colony on this planet, Admiral. Let's go hang. Maybe they got, like a 7-Eleven or something. Maybe we can finally get some answers. I'm also detecting a ground signal, roughly 1,000 kilometers from the colony. A kilometer. Could be worth investigating with an expedition. Hello, is anyone there? All we have left are robes. This is Admiral Ellis Idaho of the Imperial Fleet. I am Tygan Bowie, leader of my small colony. What can we do for you, Admiral? If it's scrap you're looking for, I'm sorry, but we have none to spare. Could you imagine introducing yourself to somebody that way? Hi, it's so nice to meet you. I'm Piotr. What can we do for you? If you need money, though, you can't have any. I don't have enough even for me, so no. What a terrible way to introduce yourself, Bowie. Scrap, we're here to find out what's going on in these sectors. I don't understand. We've yet to encounter a single active Omni and 2 empty battleships have engaged us. Is this some sort of sick joke, Admiral? Because I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing, Admiral. The Omnis shut down. Impossible. The Omnis shut down in our sectors, and when they did, so did all of their tech. It can't run without them. Oh, so these people became basically stranded out here then, right? Because they don't have the super cube. How? When? I have no idea how it happened. I'm not even sure Oberon does. It's truly the great mystery of our time. I don't know that we need that sentence. As for the when, 20 years ago, we relied on them for everything. Food, medicine, weather, the lottery. It's hard to give accurate numbers, but maybe 75% of the population here died in the first 5 years alone. Oh my god. Now, who knows how many of us are left? 10%? Less? I mean, it just seems like good etiquette. Hey, Unwise Bird, what's up? Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. We could learn, let's ask how we can help their planet and people of these sectors. What can the NS Odysseus do to help? Defeating the Scrappers would be a nice start. Things would look a whole lot better with these scum out of the way. Ooh, scum, that's harsh. The Scrappers? Don't tell me you don't know about them either. It's like you've been living the entire time on an uninhabited planet on the edge of the Outer Rim, we have. The Scrappers are a group of hideous, irradiated scavengers who collect leftover Omnitech and Neo-N. When the Omnis shut down, causing the Foldnet to collapse in our sectors, they were the ones who took over in the chaos. Okay, so there's some pirates and stuff we gotta fight. They're not the only rotten apples around here, with your pirates and your occasional crazy civilian, but they're definitely the worst. They are just the worst, says Bowie. They defeated the Imperial ships. How? Talos Tech is second to none. Imperial captains are trained at the Academy. True, but the Scrapper battleships wore them down. Picked off one here, another one there. It was a war of attrition. Plus, besides it being a war of attrition, in addition, the Empire couldn't send reinforcements. Not with our folder down, you see. I hate to say it, but I think it's just a matter of time before they make slaves of us all. Wow, that's heavy. But even if you beat them, even if you beat Mother, it won't change anything. The way we're going, 10, 15 years from now, with all the hardships we're experiencing, will be gone. All of us. Unless... Unless what? You somehow reactivate the Omnis. Turn them back on again. The ones that haven't been scavenged for their parts, that is. That's the only way to save us. Okay, we gotta turn all the robots back on. Is there anything else you want to know? Anything else besides you have to turn on all the robots or our entire civilization will die? Anything I can help you with? Anything else on your mind, Admiral? How do you think we can turn them back on? But how can we do that? You're asking the wrong guy, I'm afraid. As I said, no one knows who or what shut them down. You'll have to solve that mystery on your own. Okay. What other mystery will I not have to solve on my... It's fine. And once you do, you'll still have to find a way to turn them back on, which might be another thing altogether. Bowie, it's no problem. I've never had any complaints vis-a-vis my ability to turn people on. But where should we start? I hate to say it, but Mother is probably your best bet. I mean, she benefited the most from them shutting down in this cluster, didn't she? Just moving quickly past that. Then again, there are a lot of theories out there about who or what is responsible for this. Is there something else? Ask about Mother. We shouldn't do this. I know this is... I'm interested now. Mother? You really don't want to know, Admiral. For some reason, that's what they call her. Their leader. Mother. Mom. Mommy. It's all very upsetting. From what I gather, she was the one who started the Scrappers, fostering a punk, nihilistic scavenging philosophy among their sordid ranks. That sounds they sound cool when you put it that way. Can we... Like, this guy's all uptight. His civilization is dying. Seems like the Scrappers are doing great and are also cool. And who makes up her ranks? Former Imperial prisoners, I think. The worst of the worst. When the Omni shut down, the prisoners escaped from their Omni-run prisons and psychiatric stations. Mother loves her tech, especially... House or Mouse? House. It's different from the M. House Talos tech, like the battleship you have. And she and the Boyles... She and the Boyles who work for her will kill you for it and enjoy doing it too. She's been terrorizing these sectors for years now, enslaving men and women to bolster her numbers, and making them into her playthings and baby makers, as she calls them. Jeez. Oh, let's... You know who was scary? The Reavers in Firefly. That's true, man! The Reavers in Firefly were scary. Did we ever find out what their... Oh, we did find out what their deal was in the movie, right? I just remembered. Sorry, I haven't thought about Firefly in an awfully long time. But yeah, they had the bad response to the gas to make everybody be nice to each other. Let's see. Spoilers for Firefly. I guess for Serenity, really. Do I care about this? Tell us about let's go through the list. Tell us about the playthings and baby makers. You don't want to know who they are. But since you asked... the playthings are baby makers and our mother's sex slaves. And the baby makers are, you know, what she uses to make babies. Yeah, I kind of want to watch the movie again. The movie I only remember very distantly. Like, I feel like I remember that I've seen the show a few times, but I think I've only seen the movie once. That was kind of a cool origin story. Yeah! Make babies? Scrappers often die young from their exposure to Neo-N, as they should. Thank Oberon for that. Mother uses her baby makers to keep the Scrapper numbers growing. She supposedly has breeding... Jesus Christ. She supposedly has breeding stations spread throughout these sectors. Frankly, I can't imagine a worse place. I don't know. Didn't 90% of your people die? Bowie, I'm just saying. We'll do everything we can to stop these monsters. You have my word. Is there something else you want to know? Yeah, did she do this? Did she do it? Is Mother the reason the Omnis shut down in these sectors? Like I said before, Admiral, I couldn't say. But if she didn't do it, I'd wager some serious scraps she knows who did. Okay, let's go kill Mother. I mean, ask her some questions. But I don't recommend asking her, Admiral. I don't recommend getting anywhere near her for that matter. Frankly, Mother terrifies me. Is there something else you want to know? Nope. I don't need to know anything more about this. I don't blame you. It's not exactly for the faint of heart. Is there something else you want to know, Admiral? Oh my god. No, we're done. I promise, in the name of Oberon, we'll take care of these scrappers and get your Omnis up and running again. You say that, Admiral, but you'll fail or you'll stop trying sooner or later. Or worse yet, you'll die. I would file that under failing, but sure. But take this Neo-N, Admiral. We have plenty at the moment. I have a feeling you'll need it. And one more thing. Like I said, I know it's not the bravest thing to do, but it's best if you hide. You live longer that way. Good advice. I'll consider it. Okay, we got 4 Omni, which means now we can do like a jump, right? And we got Achieve for this somehow. End of transmission, sir. Do you believe what he said, Admiral? Unfortunately, yes. It explains everything we've seen so far. The Omnis shut down in the Outer Rim, and so did their tech. I bet the Omnis shut down everywhere. That's a prediction for the story of this game. Including this cluster's folder. That's why those scrappers now run things here. I bet this is going to be one of these ones where it's like, oh man, things have gotten so bad out on the Outer Rim. We got to get back to the middle where everything will be good and safe. And then you get to the middle and it's even worse. And you say, oh goodness gracious, we should have stayed in the Outer Rim. So, what do we do now, sir? First things first, we need to find Mother. As Bowie said, if she didn't shut the Omnis down, chances are she knows who or what did. If you want to move on, Admiral, open the star map below by clicking on it and choose our next system. Otherwise, you might want to stay and check out this ground signal I was telling you about. Could be an opportunity to gather some resources and put your commandos to use. Sure, we'll check it out. Now that you've learned the basics, your second dock has been unlocked. Remember to make good use of it while commanding your squadrons. A numerical advantage is often a turning point in a battle. You don't say. You can access the expedition dashboard here. Oh, here. Minimal requirements, 3 commandos. We have 12. Scan planet, or scan it. That's kind of cool. There's an abandoned factory, but there's no major threats. Ground distress. Oh my god. This is the number of commandos sent on the expedition. Minimum requirement for commandos is 3. The maximum number you can send up to 10. If you have enough of them, the more you send, the better chances of success. This section displays the type of artifacts you will have a chance to collect during the expedition. Each type will also yield the same kind of reward. This section displays the type of major threats, exceptionally dangerous situations your team will face during the expedition. Be careful about those. Be careful of the major threats. Ground distress signals displays the number of possible retreats your team will have during the expedition. We have 1 chance. Okay, this is sort of interesting. Officer survival represents the chance your leading officer has to return safely, green. Healthy officers have a chance to come back injured. Injured officers have a chance to die. An injured or a dead officer will abort the mission, forcing the team to retreat to ship without loot. The resource extraction meter, oh my god, represents the minimum and maximum percent of encountered resources that your team will have a chance to bring back with them if the leading officer survives the expedition. The commando survival meter represents the chance your commandos have to return safely. It displays the minimum and maximum possible number of commandos that will not make it back to your ship. Okay, so this is what I want to see. If I select an officer to lead the Oh, I gotta pick one of these guys. Is that the first thing I gotta do? Can I change the number of commandos here? None of this is interactable. Okay, so if we choose this guy, as you can see, we will lose between 4 and 9 commandos. However, we will extract, so it's gotta be him, right? Where we will lose between 0 and 0 commandos. 20. We might get fewer resources, but James Verne, our scientist, seems like the man for the job. I don't know what's wrong with Yuri that he's just gonna get all these people killed. But let's have James do it. And in terms of the number of commandos, I mean, it's gotta be him. I can't change it. It has to be 10. We do, okay. Yep. It has to be, Launch it. Lieutenant, Caliban's detected an artifact on this planet that could be helpful to our mission. We have a good idea of where it is, but we'll need you and a team of commandos on the ground to find and extract it. We'll have visuals, but space-to-ground communication will be minimal. We can't risk giving away the location of our battleship or exposing you to potential legal threats. Only contact us when it's secure to do so, and I'll decide if an emergency retreat is necessary. Of course, any additional resources you encounter should be extracted too. This is a dangerous mission, and some of our commandos could die in the field. Do your best to keep them safe. Now get going. A shuttle's waiting for you and the commandos. And good luck down there. Thank you, sir. We passed over the other guy. Yuri, you don't get to be part of this. Oh, cool. Here they go. They're doing their thing. There's a danger, but they avoided it. This is actually kind of cute. We got some scraps. Over here. Hey, we got some more scraps. And furthermore, don't worry, we avoided that danger too. The line is secured, Admiral. You've seen our bio readouts. What do you think? Should we continue the mission? Yeah, continue it. Nothing in this resource cache. So, is this guy's name Marine? Because the other people are like Arjun and Peggy, and Julian, and Sophia, and Sergey, but this person is Marine. Is that this job title? Oh, there's an abandoned auto factory. We didn't find anything. We avoided the engineering danger. This is really weird. I'm not doing anything. I'm just watching this happen. Waiting for extraction, sir. Nah, let's leave without him. The expedition was a success. Your expedition team was able to return to the NS Odysseus. Hey, we got some scraps. The star map button opens the current sector star map where you can choose your next destination system. Oh, my god. Okay, each node represents a stellar system you can visit. Wow, a stellar system. These are pretty good. Okay, we see what we're doing here. Each interstitial jump to a neighboring system costs 1 Neo-N. Okay, we have like 5, right? Each system contains different points of interest. Ground signal indicators show a system with a planetary expedition. Trading beacon says we can trade. Omniforge, you can improve the mark. We can improve the mark of your squadrons. Anomaly indicators show there's a high risk or high reward. Each time you jump, the current sector's rulers get more suspicious. Once the alert counter reaches 0, they will follow your tracks and try to find you. Being caught will result in a very difficult and unprofitable encounter. Oh my god. Okay, so estimated number of jumps before news of your presence reaches local rulers. Once they hear about you, they'll be looking for you. Okay. So, oh my god. We're here. In terms of places we could go, easily, we can go to Alpha Yildiz, which has 2 anomalies, a ground signal, and a trading beacon. Or maybe 4 trading beacons? I don't know how to interpret that. Or we could go here. Let's go to the one that doesn't have anomalies. Oh, yeah! Oh, cool. The robot gets, like, lit up. Transmission from this cargo ship, sir. I'll try to keep this short. We were transporting a Xeno. There's a collector around here. Oh, is there aliens in this? You probably guessed it, but it got loose, and thanks to that no-good captain who triggered it before jumping ship, we also have an activated self-destruction countdown. Wow, that captain's a D-bag. He left you on the ship? What's a Xeno? Quick question, while you're counting down to your demise. What's a Xeno? A Xeno is any indigenous unmodified species. The one here is an alpha predator, a Ronkar, female. Female, you say? Looks around at the other officers. I think even a team of elite soldiers might have a tough time handling her. Blade Omnis used to keep them in check back in the day, but now they're gone, so... What were we thinking, bringing her onto the ship? I don't know, Alexander. It sounds like you really got yourself in a pickle. There's a Xeno on our ship, and our self-destructing countdown has been turned on. Can you help us? What can we do to help? We should help him. We're gonna get killed by aliens, but I'm interested. What can we do to help? Kill the Xeno that got loose on our ship, or distract her at least, so we can get off before our ship goes boom. You seem like a reasonable guy. We got a ship full of cargo. We got able bodies. You help us, we help you. Okay, so we got our choices. Our condition is not satisfied to do whatever this is. We can send commandos in. It's a 50-50. Or send commandos not to save smuggler crew, but to grab the cargo. So we got choices. Let's save those guys. Kill the beast and rescue the crew, Captain. But move fast. That ship could go at any minute. My team is putting on their full tactical gear as we speak, sir. Best not to leave any exposed skin in situations like this, I guess. I mean, I think if the ship blows up, exposed skin is going to be the least of your worries, but sure. Alright, my guys are going in. This is a weird game, but I'm sort of digging it. I like the setting a lot. The beast has been eradicated, sir. Just a 3-ton baby. Who knows what the smuggler was crying about? Oh man, we owned the alien. Also, turns out the self-destruct countdown was a fake. Guess their captain was messing with them? What a sociopath. We're evacuating the smugglers as we speak, sir. Shouldn't be much longer now. Well, that's good. You stuck out your neck for us. Thank you, Admiral. We want to pay you back. Don't say unfortunately after you say you want to pay me back. Tell me fortunately. Fortunately? No. Unfortunately, all our valuable cargo was destroyed, slobbered on by that acidic abomination. But me and a few other crew members are ready and willing to join your ship. One of us even has some real skills. Alright, we got Zane. And 4 dudes. Let's see what Zane's deal is. Zane's good at being on weapons. So it sounds like... There you go, Zane. Now you have a job. Oh! Zane, it's your first day and you already got a job. Heat sustained by weapons from battleships. Times 1.5. Heat sustained by systems. Okay. He's a soldier. Cool. Anything else to do here? Let's scavenge the Neo-N. We got it from the cube. And now we leave. Upgrades? Oh. Oh, cool. We have enough to buy some of this. Why? Ooh. I think I wasn't supposed to find this yet. I don't know what these are for. Squadron system support. Blah, 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 blah. One more officer spot. Let's not do that for now. Let's go to our local system map. Mercy. Choose your destination. You could go to Aquilon, or let's go to the ejected cryopod. Maybe, man, it's so hot here right now. I would love to go to an ejected cryopod just to cool off. Sir, I'm picking up a weak distress transmission from that escape pod. If you're getting this, I need your help. My pod's engine is conked out and now I'm on a high-velocity collision course with the Ship Eater. What is a Ship Eater? Get me in touch with that pod, Lieutenant. I have to know what a Ship Eater is. You received my transmission. Yes, and we're going to try to help you, but I have to ask, what do you mean by Ship Eater? There's a powerful gravitational singularity not too far from here. Ship Eater is just how it's known informally, you know, because it swallowed many ships. That makes sense. But I would call it a +1 to the cryopod. Yeah, absolutely. My goodness. I was assisting a group of Omnis studying it. I think they were interested in harvesting its energy. Now, here's the funny thing about this is the Omnis shut down 20 years ago. So how long have you been in this pod, boy? Anyway, when they some of the transitional phrases are a little overly casual, but that's fine. When they collapsed, I nearly went crazy living on my own for so long, but somehow managed to survive at our research station until my food ran out, that is. This was like 20 years. That's when I jumped in this escape pod with its old engine. I was here about a day when the engine failed on me, and, well, that's when you came in. That's when our paths crossed. You know the rest. I really hope you can help me avoid this gravitational singularity. I really hope. It's like writing a letter. I really hope you can help me avoid this gravitational singularity. Warmest regards, Hidden Person. Ask what we can do to help you. How can we help? In short, get me off of this pod. A skilled pilot, if they use their thrusters precisely, could stabilize the rescue pod long enough to pull me out without getting pulled in by the gravitational field. We're gonna lose a dude here. I can feel it. Sir, if we could enhance our short-range tractor beam, it would be enough to pull the pod away from the singularity and towards our ship. But it will require using some scrap, and even then there's no guarantee it will work. Let's ask our specialist officer to get close enough to the pod for rescue. Can I count on you to get close enough to that pod to extract the passenger? Absolutely, sir. I've trained for missions like these countless times in our simulators. Mostly with success. Get it done, Lieutenant. Make it so. We're counting on you. Get it done. That's a weird game. I like it. It's a lot more... I thought it was going to be a lot more of like the ship battling part. But it's actually a lot more of the choose your own adventure part. Not sure I would have used the same approach angle, to be honest, but your pilot pulled it off. I can't thank you enough for saving me. You know, I'm pretty skilled in my domain. If you'll have me, I'd gladly join your ship. Get on board. We're collecting a bunch of dudes. We're forming a band, Myra. Here's Myra. She's good at tactical weapon. So, duration of all effects created by weapons plus 50%. Whereas, Zane has heat sustained by systems from battleship weapons, but our weapon doesn't do anything. Our weapon just shoots people. Okay, there's also an expedition we could do here. Requires 3 commandos. Let's do it. Scan that planet. Scan it. Alright, there's an ejected cryo. Oh, the pod landed. Oh, we gotta get that. We could send 10 dudes. We've got to select an officer to go. So, our best bet is probably sending Zane. Now, Zane is also 16 and 31%. Zane is also sort of, I don't want to say expendable, but he is sort of expendable. So he's going. And he's not going to, oh, nothing bad's going to happen to him. We'll lose commandos maybe. Let's do it. We got tons of dudes. We'll just send our lads there and see how they do. I think Zane's... Myra would have been safer for the lads. Something bad happened there. Okay, some people got hurt, but they're okay. But they did get hurt. We got some Neo fuel. Everybody's safe here. This is really weird. I know I said this before. The line is secured, Admiral. You've seen our bio readouts. What do you think? Should we continue the mission? You can't carry on, Zane. Danger avoided. Oh, because there's a lot of piloting dangers. So maybe they're in like a little shuttle or something and he's flying along. And like his little piloting is keeping them safe. Oh, we're here at the cryopod. But we didn't find anything. Oh no! Oh, Maria! No! Can I name these people? Or do they... I guess they come with names. Waiting for extraction, sir. Alright, well, Maria, rest in peace. But everybody else, good work. You got some good fuel. We got some good money. All at the cost of a single human life. Seems like a good deal to me. Let's go to this system map. So wait, is there anything else? Do we just want to jump now? Is there any reason to stick around here? I guess there usually is. Let's go to the trading beacon. Let's see it. I'm hoping that we're not like passing time, except when we do the big jumps, but I don't know. Lucky for you, you're an Imperial. Otherwise, we wouldn't be open to selling our beloved pirate treasure map. I mean, we gotta buy the treasure map. Let's buy it. It's cheap. We'll pay you for the map. I hope you like bathing in riches, because that's exactly what you'll soon be doing. There's no way this is a scam. I can feel it in my bones. I put the location of the pirate treasure map on the star map, sir. It will show up if we reach the next sector before dying, which I'm 100% sure we will. Alright, we lost some money, but we got a quest in the next sector. That's cool. You know what? Kind of cool. We can hire and heal our officers. All of our officers are fully healed. I'm going to say that we don't need another dude right now. So let's save our cash. We got the pirate map. Let's go to the next sector. Zeta Alphaner. It has a secret military base and an anomaly. And we're being chased. So that's cool. I'm sort of into this. It's weird. It's not really what I expected. Anomaly. Civilian wreckage, sir. It looks like it collided head-on with something at an interstitial tunnel. Oh, man. That means they were traveling probably 100 times the speed of light. I feel like there's no survivors. Unlikely, sir. Not at the speed they were traveling. Oh my god, I called it. There might be a small amount of scrap available for the taking in the crash if it didn't disintegrate. Let's... Look, do we need scrap? Let's push on. Let's not take the chance. We won't dishonor them by taking their scrap. We won't dishonor these dead people by taking the money they can't possibly spend. Let's carry on. Seems like a missed opportunity, if you ask me. Luckily, I didn't. Scavenge the Neo-N. I got a little bit. I guess. Weird. I don't understand this. Let's see. So I'm told there's a pirate treasure here. Let's go to the secret military base. A small civilian transport vessel, sir. Please, don't attack. This is an Imperial ship, Captain. If you're a friend to the Empire, you're a friend to us. Oh, I assure you we are. I mean, he would say that. The Empire has always been good to us. Very good. Where are you headed, refugee? Traveling somewhere, Captain? We're trying. Our planet not far from here was attacked by scrappers. Terrible, vicious, hideous creatures. Thankfully, we managed to escape. Now we're simply trying to find a new home and arrive there in one piece. And where will this new home be? Not in my backyard, I hope. Anywhere that's safe, Admiral. Any moon or planet where we can live without fearing for our lives. Even a trash planet. Like Earth. If not too revolting, would serve our purposes fine. Let's give him some Neo-N. Let's be good Samaritans. Please, as a friend to the Empire, take some of our Neo-N to assist you on our journey. Maybe if he goes to the next system, he'll get killed by the guys who are pursuing us, and it'll take up some of their time. Thank you, Admiral. You are very generous. But we have all the Neo-N we need. Wow. Wow. All right. Your pride prevents you from taking it. I suppose you could say that, yes. These are not times to be prideful, Captain. Not if you wish to see this new home and keep your passengers safe. Please, take it. It is yours. Thank you, Admiral. Please accept this as a show of thanks. It takes up too much space in our cargo, and hopefully we won't need it where we're going anyway. It's an old sofa. We got the plasma nuke? Yo, that sounds pretty good. What is a plasma nuke, and how do I make it a part of my life ASAP? It's surely a weapon, no? Weapon. Oh my god. No effects on battleship hull, but it actually doesn't feel that good. I'm gonna be honest, I expected more from a plasma nuke. It's only good for hitting dudes. It hits in an area. Alright, let's not keep that. We'll remember that we have that, but that's not the one we want on cooldown. And we could go to the secret military base. Let's do it. Scan it. I don't know that we need this step. There's a secret military base. No major threats. And if we send this will be the least risk and the least reward. 0 and 10, 1 and 8, 0 and 7. Let's roll the dice on our commandos. I say, although we need James, your officer has a chance to be injured. That's fine. James? James, we've reviewed the statistics. You're the only officer without a 100% chance of being uninjured, so we've decided to send you. Good luck out there. You might get hurt. Anybody else would be fine. Except for you, which is why you're the one being sent. Nothing found at the resources cache. Is this like loot boxes? Is this why I like this part? Is this gambling? I think that's why I like this part. I think this might be gambling. Oh no, Mary and Catalina! Oh my god. Not Ning. That's what it is. Ning, rest in peace. The line is secured, Admiral. You've seen our bio readouts. What do you think? Should we continue on with the mission? Continue on, you cowards, of course. Uh-oh. Whoops. Unfortunately, this expedition was a complete failure, Admiral. That is unfortunate. Well, that sucked. Alright, well, we lost Ning or somebody. Gahan Secondus. Wow. Sorry, guys. Let's go to the shipyard. Oh, these little jumps are also costing us our fuel. That I did not realize. Fortune smiles on you in this dark, oxygenless day, sir. I've nearly finished constructing my liquid healer nanobot tank, and all I need are a few remaining parts which you can easily find in a squadron. Break one down for me and I can finish my tank and heal some of your injured officers. What do you say, my good man? Nah, I don't want to break a squadron down. Sorry, but we need all the squadrons in their best right now. Well, it never hurts to ask. Still, I can't help but feel somewhat insulted. Why? I didn't want you to break my spaceships. That's not on you. It's about I like my spaceships. Okay, shipyards provide various services to repair your battleship and squadrons. We don't really need this. Wow, we can buy a lot of Neo fuel though. For only 20 bucks? Wait. Oh, they're okay, 20 bucks each. I was gonna say. We could get, when enemy battleships has critical effects, your squadrons charge their abilities 30% faster. Each damage received by your battleship hull will reduce your topmost weapon remaining reload time. That seems kind of cool. I don't know what dudes we have. Before we leave, let's just look at what dudes we have. We have a lot of dudes. We don't need more dudes. I mean spaceships. Spaceship dudes. Unless, is this really good? Let's get the kinetic converter. Oh, let's put it on the ship. What the heck? We can put it on the top of the ship. So now we have one of those. And now we can leave. I thought there was going to be a pirate treasure here. But apparently not. So, well, listen. We got some fuel. We upgraded some stuff. Are we going to be, like, in really bad shape trying to go to the exit here? I kind of worry that we're not doing stuff, like we're not getting stronger. We're not, like we're getting lots of money and fuel, but I worry there's going to be like a boss and we're going to get totally wrecked. I'm picking up an old recorded message from this Kosh beacon. Kosh Tech, when you need to be 120% sure you've killed your enemies dead. Okay. What, it's just nothing? We got some fuel. Oh, I get it. Is this like the percent chance of getting 1, 2, or 3? It is that. Now I understand. They didn't tell me that, but I can infer it. Okay, so there's a lot of anomalies here. Oh, let's do one. Let's just see. We got the fuel. Let's take a big risk or a big reward. Okay, cool. This is another fight. This is like the thing that I thought the game was going to be all the time. Scrapper battleship, sir. Incoming transmission. Shiny ship you have. Think I'll scrap it when you're dead. That's what the other guy said. Good luck. Okay, so all enemies you encounter have specialties depending on their faction. Check the description of their core system for information on their specific battleship technology. This is a turret. I hate that. So tell you what, and what do they got here? Asteroid field, asteroid field. What's the range? A lot. So we could sneak our dudes by here. Here's what I'm thinking. We sneak our dudes by here. No, because we'll be in range of this one, right? So we gotta, let's take this guy out with our weapons, maybe. He doesn't have any dudes out yet, so let's start with our fighters, I guess. Everybody's doing stuff. Here's our fighters, and he has drones. Our fighters have a massive damage bonus against drones, which is good. You can guide your units along using waypoints. To do this, select one of your squadrons on the battlefield and choose a destination while holding Control key or Command key on each point. So I could go like this. If we want to skirt around... don't hold the Control key, though, because it brings up the Windows menu. Or the Command key. Let's go like here. And then here. And then here. And then we'll fight some dudes. And we'll see how that goes. Gun is charging. Let's take out the drones. Or take out their drones first. Because we have a massive damage bonus against them. Then take out the fighters. It should be easy. They're sitting in an asteroid field, which I assume does something, but I don't know what. Our fighters are taking a lot of damage here. More than I expected, if I'm honest. So if I bring them back here, can I heal them up? What's the deal there? By regen to all allied squadrons in your deploy zones. Yeah, so fall back. Actually. Unless that will get you even more killed. And then let's... When do I do this? Can I do this like now? Cooldown 15 seconds. No, 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 no. I want to see this officer. You have a weakness, apparently. How do I do this? Auxiliary systems, core system. Oh, what's their deal with their core system? They also have more fighters coming out. We'll be able to hit them with our guns soon. How do I make this happen? Oh, left click to select when available. But I guess it's not. Oh, it is. We're healing. Seems like it's working. Right-clicking on a squadron dock undeploys the associated unit. It will free it up for another squadron to be deployed. Once back in the hangar, squadrons will be slowly repaired over time. Got it. So let's do this. They've got fighters coming in. Do we have any guys who are good against fighters? Yes. Let's put our frigate out. It'll take a second. Let's leave our fighter here for now because it's healing. And let's hit his ship, I guess, with our or let's hit their ship with our lasers. And out of interest, what was their special deal? Oh, all allied squadrons are always in a patched state and cannot be repaired. I don't care. Okay, so we hit their ship. We did them some hull damage. We've got our frigate. So frigate, you gotta go intercept these dudes. Fighters, make your way over to the ship. Fighters, don't get tied up. Everybody, frigate, make your way over here. Fighter, actually hang back if you could. They have drones, which do massive damage versus frigates, so I lied. Frigate, hang back here maybe. Fighter, get in there. Our units are under attack, but we're owning their drones. Everybody go attack their ship. Look, we're being so tactical. They have more drones. That's, I'm going to say, fine. Our fighters should be able to take them out before we get there. I think they exploded, hurting our fighters a lot. So let's actually send the fighters back home, and frigate, go in and just start attacking. We're going to swap out the fighters for something else. This is almost done, though. So how do I do this? So I can withdraw. They have a fighter. Our frigate is good against fighters. We're going to own them. You know what? Frigate, just stay on their ship. We almost got it. Bam! Good job, Admiral. Here's a summary of the battle. Okay, that was a more interesting fight, at least. We got a drone Mark 1. Huh. Encountered anomaly warring battleship. And so what's the deal? Our ship's still broken? Just this one that's patched. But that was broken before. Okay. Cool. Let's get out of here. I don't care about this place, right? We have plenty of fuel. Let's go to the exit, I guess. No? I feel like this is like our little beginning baby mission, right? So everything's a little abbreviated. Sir, scrap our battleship. Looks like one of Mother's sector cronies. Incoming transmission. A Telos battleship in my sector? Think it took a wrong turn somewhere, Admiral. Not that I'm complaining. Jeff Skeege. I mean, Jeef? Jeef Skeege? Where is she? Where is Mother? You think I'm going to tell you just because your ship's all shiny and appetizing? That's my mom we're talking about. Weird. Weird vibes from the mom people. Alright, we got another battle coming up. So I think starting out with the... don't withdraw this. Let's put... Actually, I lied. Let's put a fighter and a frigate in play to start. And we can pull somebody back if needed. Looking at this, there's some asteroids and stuff. What do they do? Asteroid field absorbs all damage dealt to the cell and its occupants until destroyed. So hiding in an asteroid field is good, actually. They have drones and a fighter. So let's send our fighter to try to intercept their drones. And let's park our frigate in this asteroid field for the moment. And in fact, let's head this way. I don't want... No, this way. Good, I want those guys to fight. Weird vibes from the mom people. This game is just FF7. Checks out. Let's go here. And then here. Here. Sorry, here. And then here. No? Oh. Here and then here. So we're fighting the drones. We gotta intercept them. Get our fighters into the asteroid field. Fighters fall back. And in fact, fighters, be here. Can I do this? Good, he's healing. Frigate, go attack their place. We're gonna let the fighters heal up here. The frigate's gonna attack their place. Our weapon's almost off cooldown. These are drones. We will hit the drones with our weapon. And the frigate will take on the fighters. Meanwhile, our fighters will come back up. Frigate, take out the drones. Frigate, get to the asteroid field. He's dead. One of your squadrons has been wrecked. You can't use it in this fight until patched. Onboard mechanic can only patch the squadron up to 50% of its max health. For a full repair, you need to visit a shipyard station. Okay, so we got kind of owned there. I effed up. I made a mistake. Let's get our fighter on their drones. We'll get these guys, right? Yeah, we owned them. Our fighters are here. Actually, park the fighters in this asteroid field. Fantastic. And then have them attack from here. So we're safe. We're protected by the asteroid field. We got our dudes here. Let's start to send in... What did they just put into play? Oh, another fighter. Let's send in more fighters. That's the best we can do. We'll hit them again with our weapon in a second. They've got boomers. Okay. Fighters, get in there, hit their drones. Weapon, hit their ship. Oh, that was just their shields, I guess. Our fighters... Why did you leave? Fighter, go into this asteroid field. Oh, because maybe our weapon... Something about their ship blew up? I don't know. Get in that asteroid field as fast as you can. We're gonna have to withdraw that fighter. Yeah, fight these guys. Other fighters come in. Save our fighter. Did we lose him? We lost him. Lay into their ship. Shoot. All of our cool robots, all of our cool spaceships are getting owned. Damaged to our fighter. He should have been standing in the asteroid field. Shoot, he's too slow. Hit their ship. Here's our weapon. Weapon also hits the ship. We got it. Oh, good job, Admiral. Here's a summary of the battle. Our fighter and our frigate both got wrecked, unfortunately. We can only patch it up to 50% health. Hey, we got Jeff Skeege. Unlocked. Chapter 1. Echoes. Sector 2 of 3. So what happens now? Did we win? Or are we going to like a new area? Border shops provide healing and major services. Let's visit the shop. Let's repair all of our ships. And heal James. And we could buy some more fuel and stuff. But let's not do that. Let's continue here. Anything else we want to do here? There's nothing else. Star map. So oh, we're in a new system. Sector 2 of 3. I get it. So there's supposed to be 3 of these sectors. Let's do a little bit more. We won't finish this whole run because it's going to be pretty long. But let's do a little bit more of this and just try to see a little bit more of this game. We're going to be 2 away. What do you have? 3 trading beacon. 5 trading beacon. A quest. Oh, the pirate treasure location. Oh, we got to go towards the pirate treasure map. We got a beeline over there. Here we go, flying through space. I like that sun. Zahang. Passing through some magnetic interference, sir. Buckle up. Could get bumpy. Okay, Hawks. Got Chief for you. Sir, got a situation down here. There's an isolated fire in C9. The storm must be to blame. Something is flashing light. Oh, is there lightning? Is that what the flashing light is outside my window? I think there might be thunderbolt and lightning. That is what it is. Okay. Got it. Lightning. Just my windows are all closed up so I can't hear. C9, that's the primary squadron hangar, sir. We can put it out using Neo-N foam. Yes, there is lightning. Okay, checks out. I thought maybe like there was the TV or something in my neighbors across the way. Or we can let it burn, knowing it won't spread to other sections of the ship, but suffering squadron damage in the process. Thunderstorm warning. Wow, I did not succeed in reading those words. Thunderstorm warning. Your call, sir, but either way, we're looking at some losses here. So, we can use some of our fuel, which we do not have very much of, or we can let some of our ships get hurt. We're gonna roll the dice on the fuel. Let's put it out with the foam. The sector being what it is, we can't risk going into battle at a disadvantage. Of course, sir. We did the foam. We put out the fire, but we used a lot of Neo-N to do it. It's just one of those things, sir. We're going to have to cancel the foam party. We used up all the foam. A negative outcome. Let's scavenge for Neo-N. You got 1. Enjoy. To replace the 2 that we lost, I guess. Let's look at the local map. As you can see, there's not a lot here. But there is an army depot. Let's find out what that is. Oh, I dig this game. It's weird, but good. Sir, I'm picking up a distress signal. Incoming transmission. Beep, 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 beep. Help me, Imperial. Our ship crashed on this rock. Look, he's a weird alien guy. No, you're weird. Scrapper signal, sir. I'm gonna starve, or worse yet, get eaten by a Xeno. You gotta help me. Personally, I feel bad for the Xeno. I can't think of a more disgusting meal than a scrapper. Oh, I get it. I read that wrong. Personally, I feel bad for the Xeno. I can't think of a more disgusting meal than a scrapper. We know what a Xeno is. Let's interrogate him. What's that thing all the way on the left? This guy? This is the robot. So the Omnis are like the robots who run everything. And this is the robot who like woke us up from clone storage. So we're like a clone of a famous admiral or something. And we got activated by him for some reason that he's being a little bit shifty with us about. And we got out and all the other robots have been shut off for some reason. And so that's why everything's bad. Let's rescue the scrap. Let's interrogate him. Captain, get me that scrapper. You sure, sir? You asked me. Dying in the mouth of a Xeno is exactly what the scrapper deserves. Do it, Captain. I have my raisins. Leaving at once, sir. Time to do a little scrapper fishing. Let's see if this turns out to be a mistake. He woke you up because he fell in love with you? Oh, could you imagine? Like, Passenger? Oh, I don't know Passenger. But just, it's been decades, right? Maybe all the other robots are gone, and he's just, like, there at the station by himself for, like, 20 years, and he's just, he sees us in the crystal, you know, little coffin that we're in all that time, and he dreams, ugh, I gotta meet that dude. And so he knows that if he just freezes us out or thaws us out, and it's just like, hey, I just wanted to talk to you, he knows that we'll be mad at him. So he has to invent this whole scenario. Ugh. Don't watch The Passenger? Okay. Deal. The scrapper's been rescued, sir. Blew that Xeno up just as it was about to swallow him down. Splattered it nice and good. Okay, so we've killed 2 aliens now. Put it on the scoreboard. We'll put him in the brig for you. Goes by the name of Sick, if you can believe that. I guess I can believe that. I mean, your name's Captain Lean. That's not so weird, I guess. Here we are in the brig. Oh, look. Oh, that's cool. This is a cool brig. You saved me, Admiral. I was looking at that Xeno's mouth when your truth splattered it dead. Maybe you Imperials aren't so bad. What's the deal with the shutdown? Tell me everything you know about the shutdown, Sick, or I'll drop you back off with that friend of yours. I don't know anything about it, Admiral. You gotta believe me. I wasn't even born yet when that stopped working. So he's like 19. I know Mother was responsible. I'm low on the totem pole. Mom, don't tell me anything. Just do this, scrap that, terrorize them, that kind of thing. You gotta believe me. What do you want to know now, imp? Where's the mother? Where is she, Scrapper? We're grabbing him by his collar. Where is she? Where's Mother? Mother, I couldn't say. She's a very busy woman, scrapping Omnitech and enslaving people. I guess that does seem like a full schedule. But since you saved my life, yeah, I guess I can help you. You've heard of the Neo-N child, right? No. The Neo-N child? The prophet of these sectors, a child no older than 12. She knows all there is to know. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. From Heroes of Might and Magic, we learned not to go pursue the Oracle. I don't want... I know what's gonna happen. I know how this goes, Sick. Sick, I know how this goes. We're gonna find the Oracle. She's gonna make us do a bunch of trials and tribulations. We're gonna get over to her, and she's just gonna tell us a goddamn riddle. I'm not about it. Okay, so it helps her. She snorts it. She snorts the fuel up her nose. If anyone knows where Mother is, or who or what shut down the machines, it's gonna be her. Where is the child? I'll tell you. On one condition. You give me a bunch of scrap and release me on a planet somewhere. A planet without Xenos. Here's a new deal. How about, I space you? I didn't want to do it, not even to a scum like you, but you leave me no choice. What? What do you mean? I'm afraid I have to put you out the airlock. You wouldn't. Ask yourself something. Do you think I care what happens? We're playing hardball. Do you think I care what happens to a creature like you? Okay, 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 I'll tell you. You'll find the child on this station, Admiral. Put it on your star map. She and the Silent Sisters live there. Mother occasionally visits for counsel. The Silent Sisters? They say they're Mother's sisters. The rumor is once they... Yeah, we're not gonna give them money. Jeez. The rumor is once they tried to rise up against her, spread all kinds of rumors. When Mother found out, she cut out their tongues. Made sure they'd never spread rumors again. There. Now you know everything I do, Imp. You happy? Paid off. We gave him the old Jack Bauer. Army Depot sells squadrons and weapons. Let's see what they got. We have some money. We got some thrown around money. I kind of want to buy another frigate. What is a cruiser? I thought there were only 3 types of ships. But now I find out that there's a cruiser. It's big. No, it's not. It's medium. Or we can get some more spaceships. I don't think... Let's buy some fuel. We need fuel. We don't need dudes. We don't need more ships. We fixed up all our old ships. Let's visit the local star map. We're out. Let's keep moving. Star map? Well, tell you what. Let's actually call it there for today. Man, Crying Suns. Really not what I expected. I thought we were going to be spending 90% of our time doing the little tactical battles, but it turned out we spend 90% of our time not doing the little tactical battles. And you know what? I kind of like it. I kind of dig it. It's an interesting setting. I'm hooked. I like, you know, assigning our officers to do stuff. I like doing the little casino game on the planets where we watch our dudes die and we get money. It's great. We'll find a time to come back to this, I think. I don't know strictly when. Maybe we'll play it next week or something. Cause I gotta see more of this. There is some story to it too, so maybe we could just do like the first, you know, finish out this mission or something. How do I save is what I want to know. I can. If I quit, I hope that saved the game, or maybe we'll start over next time. Let's go to the calendar real quick just to finish up. Okay, so this was New Game Wednesday. We tried out Crying Suns. I gotta say, I liked it a lot. Seems pretty good. We'll be back tomorrow for Cool People Thursday. I have decided we are gonna finish Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. It feels like we're close to the end, so we're gonna go 8 until 10 or whenever we're done. I reckon 8 to 10 will be enough time to finish it, but if we go over, we'll go over. Crucial update. So that'll be from 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. Crucially, we will be back playing more Bloodstained. Yeah, we'll go over this next time, but just quick heads up that I'll be out over the weekend. So be aware of that. I'll be out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we'll come back Monday. But that's not what matters. What matters is we're back tomorrow from 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. Good. Now, if you watched any of this live tonight, thank you so much for watching live. Thanks for bearing with me, reading pages and pages and pages of dialogue. And thanks for hanging out in chat. And if you watch this as a recording or on YouTube, thank you so much for watching that way too. And until next time, I will see you later.